Hello everyone, welcome to the channel where we provide you with that financial education and information. Now in today's video, what I want to do is share with you how just by living longer, you can transfer a much more significant death benefit, a big significant change in death benefit to your heirs or your named beneficiary just by living longer, doing nothing else, just by living a longer, healthier life. Because at this point, your policy would have been paid up years ago. You're done paying premium years ago, and now the power of compound and interest is working for you. So I want to share those numbers with you. And in this particular example, I'm looking at a Mass Mutual illustration here of a 40-year-old male non-smoker preferred. So that's the rating. And this is a real estate investor, and he's putting in $50,000 per year for 10 years. So he's going to fund the policy for 10 years, up to $500,000, and then he's done funding. He doesn't want to pay any more, and he's done from there. And the policy is just going to keep working for them. So let's look at the numbers, right? So in the first year, he puts in $50,000 in premium in the first year, and his cash value from that is $42,000. And then he has a death benefit of $1,375,630. So immediately in the first year after he puts in $50,000, he immediately have that death benefit of almost $1.4 million, right? That's how life insurance works. You put in a little and you can get a lot more, right? Should he die. So that's what his beneficiary would get at the beginning, right? So some people that make the mistake of comparing life insurance with an investment will say, hey, I put in 50K and I only have 42K. Remember, it's life insurance, okay? Almost 1.4 million of death benefit. That's not free, okay? You got to pay for that, right? So that goes into calculation. So at the first year, that's what he has. So let's jump to the 10-year because he's paying this up for 10 years, right? So in the 10th year, he's got $500,000 in the policy that he paid up, and he's done after this. He's not paying anymore. And in the 10th year, he's got this in cash value. So the cash value caught up and passed. Almost 549. Right? So he's got that in cash value. And his death benefit is 2.6 M. Okay? It's going to be reduced later on, but it grows at the beginning as we get the policy to follow IRS guideline and make sure that we can fund it as much as we can. So it does get reduced later on to save costs. But that's what he has in year 10th. So in the 20th year, so let's jump to the 20th year and you'll see that reduced death benefit here. 20th year, he's got, remember he only paid 500K, and now he's got 834, 363 in cash value. So now his cash value, surpassed what he put in a good amount, right? Well over 300,000 more. Now his death benefit here is, because we did a reduced paid up, that lowered our death benefit to maximize our cash value growth. So that's what he's got. So he's doing well, right? In his 20th year, all these years he's using his policy and leveraging it and borrowing against his policy to make more money on top of the money that he's growing here, right? So he's borrowing it and leveraging it and building wealth, by being able to leverage this money and use it while the money's still growing here, right? So that's how it works. So, and he's got this, right? So let's go to the 30th year. Now he's 70. Let's say, God forbid, let's say he died at age 70, right? because he got this as 40, so he has a policy for 30 years, and he paid into the policy 500K. And when he dies, his cash value will be 1315008, and the death benefit will be 220473. So he put in $500,000, right? He died at age 70. He didn't live past 70. He died at 70. He's got 1.3 million in cash value, more than almost 3 times, right? What he put it in premium payment. But his death benefit, more than 4 times what he has put into the policy. He paid into the policy 500,000, and when he died, his beneficiary got $2.2 million, more than 4 times. Only that's guaranteed. That's guaranteed that they're gonna get it. It's not like it's guaranteed growth, I should say. It's not, you're not gonna lose any principal or anything like that, right? So there's no risk. So your beneficiary is gonna get a death benefit as long as you pay your premium. There's no 2 ways about that. You pay your premium, your death beneficiary is gonna get your beneficiary is gonna get your death benefit, right? So more than 4 times, all right? So remember, the whole point I wanted to show you is that after, let's say he lives longer. So the whole point I wanted to, just by living longer, what the significance could be in terms of death benefit. So let's say he actually lived till 90, all right? So we're gonna look at what it is in the 90th year, in the 50th year, at age 90, right? So you remember he was 40, so the 50th year, he's age 90 now. Still, all he put in was 500,000. He was done funding in after 10 years. So his cash value, look at how much cash value he's got right now just by living another 20 years. His cash value is almost 3 million. It went from 1.3 to almost 3 million, right? And his death benefit is 3,391,385, right? Look at the difference. Over $1.15 million in death benefit just by living 20 years longer. So if you practice a healthy lifestyle and you plan to live till in your 90s, you could transfer a significant amount of death benefit, especially if you start when you're younger. So if you're in your 20s, now's the time to get started. Now, life insurance companies will pay you dividends and interest and all that, will let it grow up until age 120. So if you're healthy enough to live up until 120, they'll just pay you the money, because at that point, or they could start distributing the money, because at that point, that's the end of it. It goes up to 120. So if you're healthy enough, or you're lucky enough to live that long, we're talking about some serious cash then. So the whole point is, practice good health, try to live as long as you can, and your legacy will be, you will leave a much larger legacy. Because as I just illustrated to you, just by doing nothing more than living longer, that death benefit is going to grow more, because that cash value grew more. And as the cash value grows, the death benefit has to grow with it. And he did nothing else. He was done funding after 10 years, and this is what this thing went to. So that's the power of compounding interest. So I hope that makes sense. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you do have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. And as always, make sure you like the video if you found it very valuable, and share it with a friend. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And make sure you hit the notification bell, so whenever I release a video, you're one of the first to be notified. Until next time, talk to you soon.